about amino acid as plant biostimulants.
Hi everyone, so now we have our expert, which is Dr Susilawati. So can you please introduce yourself first?
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. First of all, I would like to thank both of you, the committee, for inviting us to be interviewed in this session. So, I am Dr Susilawati from Faculty of Agriculture. My department is Department of Land Management. So my expertise is fertilizer technology and nutrient management. So we do a lot of work in terms of waste management, agriculture waste, recycling, and we have also focus on the, to do in terms of, besides that we are also focused on to produce new type of fertilizer, especially in relation to the utilization of the biostimulants, maybe soil management. Then we are exploring also new approach in relation to also how we can manage the land in terms of exploring the cost-effective methods. So currently, I think in UPM, since I am the head of regenerative agriculture and also sustainable crop productivity under university-driven research team. So we have a lot of technology that can be shared with the community in terms of how can we utilize all the sustainable products to improve the agriculture, right, with a cost-effective, right? So that's all for my introduction.
So doctor, we are talking about amino acid as plant biostimulants, right? What exactly are we referring to? Are they considered as natural or synthetic?
These biostimulants, as mentioned by many researchers, we have different type of biostimulants. We are in organic-based biostimulants that come in from mineral-based biostimulants. All right. So for this case, we are talking about the use of bio-based biostimulants, which is we focus on the utilization of amino acid. So this amino acid can be produced from animal-based materials and also plant-based materials. So it depends on the amount of protein content in the materials that you use, right? So if we talk about the real definition for amino acid biostimulants, we are talking about how can we extract the amino acid from protein-based materials. So it depending on the the methodology or the steps that you use in extracting the amino acid. So the effectiveness is based on the method that you use, the period, the cost, and so on. So the chemical that you apply in to extract this, I think will need to be considered, right? The steps and so on. So this actually we are talking about the bio-based products to improve crop growth. That will be the definition, I think. Yeah.
So it's more to like natural fertilizer?
Yeah, we can say that it is a natural-based product. But again, of course, to extract the products, you must use the chemicals, right? So there will be addition of chemicals, but there will be, if we talk about the natural, if we are talking about 100% natural, of course, it will be not 100% natural because we are putting some chemicals in. But if we are talking about whether it is safe to be used in the, in terms of as a bio-based product, yeah, I think it will be used because we just use the chemical as a extraction to get the amino acid. That's all. Yeah.
So when we are using fertilizers that have biostimulant in our crops, will it give like risk, and how about the food safety?
When we talk about biostimulants, we are referring to something which is being used in small quantity. Okay, so generally the use of biostimulants, we don't go more than 10%. Most of the biostimulants. Okay, for the amino acid based product, so far based on our experience, we go, I think maximum is about maybe 3%. That will be the maximum. If we go higher, then there will be the problem in terms of growth of the plants. So it should be, at the moderate level. Okay, if you are talking about the quality of the plants or the crop produce from the application of amino acid as a biostimulants, due to the small amount that has been applied, in terms of quality, there will be no issue, right? And even we are applying the bio-based product, there will be, no what we call it effects at all. But why we are applying this kind of materials in our agriculture nowadays? Because as we know that the current agriculture practices, we are facing a lot of challenges. We are facing a lot of issues, especially related to climate change. You know that we have also a lot of stresses in terms of salinity, in terms of pest and disease attack. Okay, so we need safe products, bio-based product to control it with a minimum cost. So that's why we are putting this bio-based product with a small quantity to ensure that there will be the effectiveness in terms of to enhance or to increase yield that can benefit the whole community of the farmers, right? So this is the idea why we are putting the biostimulants in our agriculture practice. Okay, as you see here that this is a knaf plant, right? So you can see that these knaf plants we have produced during the drought last year, right? So basically these NPK samples. So this is due to the effect of when we apply 100% chemical fertilizer, right? So we are adding about 5% of biostimulants in the fertilizer together with chemical fertilizer. You can see the difference. Okay, so if we talk about how the biostimulants or amino acid improve the yield, we are talking about how the plants able to stimulate the absorption of nutrients, especially at the rooting area. So this, you can see the real effects of the biostimulants, right? So this is how I think we are having stimulants in our products. So basically, we encourage most of the farmers outside there to go to use and to find the biostimulant-based fertilizer because it will benefit them in terms of to enhance yield, and also if they really want to avoid the use of chemicals in their farm. So that will be the target, right?
So based on what you said, I conclude that amino acid as plant biostimulants, it encourages root elongation or something like that.
Yeah. So as a whole, we can conclude that when you use biostimulants, this biostimulant can encourage most of the biochemical processes in the plants. Okay, whether at the shoot and also at the roots, right? So just now you are talking about the roots elongation. Of course, due to certain process, due to the biostimulants, they stimulate the rooting area. They also can stimulate the shooting area. So even though the application is small, but the effect is very, very effective.
Okay guys, so you guys might be wondering, apart from food safety, what is the environmental effect of amino acid as plant biostimulants, like in terms of soil health and water systems or insects?
Okay, if we look at the environmental effects, as we know that the current agriculture practices, we need to apply a lot of herbicide, pesticide, so a lot of chemicals So with the use of biostimulants, generally you can reduce the use of chemicals in your farm, right? So for example, based on our experience, we are planting green corn, okay? So we don't apply any pesticide at all, okay? It's 100% pesticide free. So this will be benefit in terms of to enhance the quality of the crop produce, so the corn itself, right? As we know that you must reduce the amount of the pesticide residue in the crop produce, whether in the fruits, okay, vegetables, and so on. So this is the target. So that's why we need to apply the bio-based biostimulants. Besides that, as you mentioned just now, we are talking about soil health. Okay, in general, see that the soil health is effective. It is related to the chemicals, biological, and also physical, right? So when you apply the biostimulant, it will stimulate the biological activities in the soil, right? So when this biological activities is stimulated, it will enhance the soil quality indirectly. So that's why when we talk about the plant itself, the soil itself, it will benefit as a whole, right? With a small quantity of the biostimulant which is being applied in the area. Okay.
So I'm sure that you guys are curious about what's in front of us right now. So to answer that, let us hear from Dr Susilawati about these products.
Okay, thank you, Azika. Basically, here you can see that we have different products from based on our innovation in UPM. All of this, I think, has been tested and have benefits. First of all, you can see that there is a liquid-based product. This one has been extracted from organic matter. We call it as humic acid, right? So in biostimulant, we call it as organic-based biostimulants. So we have here from these biostimulants, we have add into granular fertilizer. This one we add with organic materials together with chemical and also biostimulants. So this one we have 3 components of fertilizer, but this one is only chemicals and biostimulants. And we have also here, you can see that biostimulant from plant extract. Okay, here this biostimulant, they can act as a stress mitigator solution, where under drought especially, when you apply this kind of biostimulants, they're able to combat all the stress effect, especially water stress, so that making the plants more in terms of adaptation with limited water supply.
So thank you, Dr. Susi, for all the wonderful sharings that you have shared with us today. We hope to see you again in the near future.
Right, so thank you all of you. I wish you best of luck. So we hope addition will benefit the farmers out there. And we really hope that this technology, especially those who are developed in UPM, will be shared with the community. So we are looking forward to collaborate with more community out there, so they can contact us, they can come to us anytime. So thank you again. Okay, bye bye.
Welcome back to our podcast. So now we will move on to our next expert, which is Madam Effyanti.
So Madam Effyanti, we would really like to know on your background in this field.
Alright, Assalamualaikum. I'm Effyanti. Currently, I'm a PhD student in Department of Land Management, Faculty of Agriculture, UPM. Actually, I have actively been in research, I think more than 15 years. And my interest now, my current interest and my research currently is involved in biostimulant.
Okay, so what is the process in producing biostimulant fertilizer in extraction process?
Okay, actually biostimulant is not a fertilizer. Because biostimulant we have several categories, so the process is depends on what the material from what category you are want to get the biostimulant from. For example, for plant metabolites, okay, you can extract it using water, using acetone, and using methanols. Okay, and then if you want to go for protein hydrolysates, okay, you want to get the amino acid from protein hydrolysate, depending on what source of protein you want to take, either from the waste or whatever, they also can get some blood from anything that have protein, then we can extract out then. So you can do it the process using chemicals, either alkaline, and then you can use in thermal process, and also you can use enzyme to extract out the protein hydrolysate from, let's say, our group, we are using chicken feather to get the amino acid, the protein hydrolysate from the chicken feather, so we are using chemical to extract it out. So depending on what of material of, so it's like this one, so like this one is also category, this is humic acid, so purely humic acid, so the extraction also different, right? So this one we are using alkaline, so they are process how to get it depending on the source of biostimulant that you want to get. Alright.
Okay, so next one. How do amino acid fertilizers differ from this traditional fertilizer in terms of cost and the quality of the crops they produce?
Okay, the difference, of course, there will be a huge difference. You can see here, this is the normal fertilizer. This is also the normal fertilizer. This is the fertilizer with biostimulant. If you use biostimulant, which biomass is better? Right? Yeah. So this is the benefit in term of growth, in term of yield, if you use your fertilizer with biostimulant. In term of cost, yes, of course, since to get a biostimulant, they involve certain process that require some money, means a lot, additional some cost, but biostimulant use is very little. Like biostimulant we will use around 1%, 2%, and up to 5%, sometimes between 1 ppm, 1 part per million, 0.5 part per million. It depends on what type of biostimulant you are using. With that additional cost, and with the yield that you will benefit, I think it still be, I think, better use fertilizer with biostimulant.
So just now you mentioned about the little amount of usage for biostimulants, right? So I want to ask, what's the frequency of using, like once in 2 weeks ke, like?
It depends if you like, if the means the fertilizer incorporated with biostimulants, so we'll use like normal procedure, but the amount of fertilizer we use is less compared to the normal fertilizer. Like for example, this one. This is chemical fertilizer, fully chemical, but it's a complete fertilizer company. But we add with some biostimulant, so we just need a very little of it. Means some depends on the crop you are planting. So maybe half the usage from the normal fertilization rate, and the frequency is maybe same, because the crops you have to deal with different, different crop, different frequency, different quantity. This one is you need to apply additional, like this one is foliar, so maybe this one depending on your crop, what are you planting, what you cultivate, so maybe one time, 2 times throughout the, mostly 3 times, right?
So thank you so much, Miss Effyanti, for the wonderful insights for all of us today. So we'll move to the next panel. So next, here we have Mr Safiyano together to share some insights with us on amino acid as plant biostimulants. So, Mr. Safiyano, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit on your background?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening. My name is Shafiyano Hashim Abubakar. I'm a PhD student at the Department of Land Management, Faculty of Agriculture, University Putra, Malaysia. So my background started when my first degree. I studied soil science in my home country, Nigeria. So where I studied soil science as my first degree. From there, I got an employment with one of the university in my home country, which is Taraba State University. Then from there, I pursued my master's degree between 2016 to 2018, where I completed my master's degree at the Department of Land Management. From there, I went back home to my home country to continue with my lecturing career. So after which, from there, I still got another scholarship to come and further my PhD. So that is why I'm here.
Okay, so I would like to know what is the difference of usage of amino acid as plant biostimulants in your home country, as in dry lands?
It can be beneficial to dry land in my country because it can be able to absorb moisture. So in a dry land, mostly there is no water, but using biostimulant, it will absorb the moisture and it will retain it in the soil. So when the plant need the moisture for their other activities, then the biostimulant will help to be releasing the moisture content in the soil bit by bit. That is why it will be very important in a dry land area, most especially in my country that we don't have much rainfall as like here. So I think that one can help the farmers, the local farmers there, instead of them to be looking for water to be irrigating their plant, but when they incorporate their soil with this biostimulant, it can help them to reduce the cost of production in terms of maybe buying the water pump, fuel to fuel the engine to supply the water. So maybe instead of in a week they will irrigate for every day in a week. So with the help of this one, it can retain the moisture. Maybe in a week they can irrigate only twice or once in a week. So that is the way I think the biostimulant can be beneficial in a dry land agriculture. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you so much for the insights on the biostimulants together with us, Mr. Safiyano.
Okay, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I hope that from this podcast, you guys have gained new knowledge about biostimulant in fertilizers, especially if you are a farmer or you have hobby in gardening, so that you can apply it in your daily life and it will be very, very useful for you.
So we would like to say a very huge thank you to all our panels for joining us in this podcast. So thank you guys for tuning in. We hope if there's another recipe, we'll see you in the next one.
It's a wrap! Bye!